This is a video lesson for Module 2, Lesson 4. The Lesson 4 learning target is I can relate metric units to place value units in order to express measurements in different units. So today we're going to be connecting all of our learning with the different metric measurements back to our learning with place value to see if we can see more connections between the concepts of measurement that we've been studying and the ideas about place value that we already know. So let's go ahead and jump into the first problem here that's going to help us with this learning target. In these problems, I'm going to be renaming measurements in unit form. So in the first example here, we have a place value example where we just have the number 135 and we're splitting it up into unit form. So we see that we have a blank right here and we know that we have 35 ones, so we're just trying to figure out what is the value of this 1. Well, the 1 is in the hundreds place, so we would say we have 135 ones. And then similarly, we have the same problem, except for this time we're using metric measurement. We have 135 centimeters, and we are given that 35 centimeters right here, so we need to know what this 1 in the 135 centimeters represents. Well, we know that the hundreds place in a, when we're given centimeters, represents meters. So this shows the connection between hundreds and meters between our place value units and our metric measurement units. So the hundreds place when we're dealing with centimeters is equal to meters when we're looking at a number written in centimeters. I have another example down below here where we're starting with a place value unit form problem. We have 12,350 is 12 blank and 350 ones. So we know that the 350 ones represents these digits right here. So these two digits right here represent 12 thousands. And similarly, we have another problem here dealing with the same number, except for this time we're dealing with grams. So we have 12,350 grams is equal to 12 kilograms, so we're given that. And 350, so we need to know what these digits represent, and they just equal grams. So here we see the connection between ones and grams, and thousands and kilograms. And this relationship is helpful when we're doing all sorts of different things with metric measurement, and it also helps solidify our understanding of place value. So let's keep working with these relationships to see if we can use them to compare some different measurements here. So we have a metric volume problem here where we have 890,353 milliliters, and then we have 89 liters and 353 milliliters. Using our understanding of the relationship between liters and milliliters, we know that this 89 liters will represent our thousands place if we rewrite it. And then our milliliters will represent our ones, so we have 353 ones. And so I'm going to rewrite this mixed unit as a single unit, and then I'll just rewrite the other one, which is already a single unit measurement. I'll rewrite that one as it is. Now when I look at these two numbers, it's pretty obvious to see that our first number right here is a lot larger than our second number because we have 890,353 milliliters versus just 89,353 milliliters. So I would say that this number is larger. So we can use that understanding of place value to also help us compare mixed measurements by converting mixed units to single units and then just comparing the numbers. Finally, we can use this place value understanding to help us place numbers and figure out where they fall on a number line. So we're doing a little bit of ordering here. We have a number line here that starts at 3,000 on the small end and ends at 4,000 on the big end. And then we have a bunch of different measurements up top written in various different forms. So we have mixed units with kilometers and meters right here and right here. We have single unit measurement with meters, and then we have single unit measurement with centimeters. Now, since our number line here is written in meters, I'm going to go ahead and see if I can plot any of my my measurements up above on the number line. So I'm looking like I actually can plot this one, this 3,500 meters on my number line because it's already represented in meters. And so I'm going to go ahead and put a star right here, put 3,500 meters. Actually, I'm going to rewrite this. I'm going to put it on my number line. So I'm going to go ahead and put a star where 3,500 meters falls. And I'm going to go ahead and cross this one out because I've put it on the number line. And the next ones I have a little bit of a problem. They're currently not written in terms of meters, but I can rewrite them in terms of meters. So I'm going to start with my mixed measurements here. I'm going to rewrite this first problem right here as only in terms of meters. So I know that 3 kilometers in 275 meters is equal to 3,275 meters. And then I know that 3 kilometers 5 meters is equal to 3 in the thousands place and 5 ones in meters. And so now I can plot these two on my number line. I know that 3,275 is going to be approximately right here, halfway between 250 and 3,500. And then I know that 3,005 is going to be just past 3,000 on my number line. So I can plot it right here on my number line. So I went ahead and plotted those two, so I'm going to cross them out. Now I saved the hardest one for last year. We have 394,000 centimeters. Now from our previous problem, we know that the centimeters are equal to our tens and our ones place. So that lets me know that when I look at the thousands and the hundreds place, that tells me how many meters are equivalent to this many centimeters. So I can rewrite this problem or this measurement here as 3,940 meters. And I just looked at the thousands place and the hundreds place of this number to get my answer in meters. So now that I have it represented in meters, I can plot it on my number line. And it's going to be pretty close here to the top of my number line, 3,940 meters. And I can cross that one out because I just plotted it. So you can see that we can do a lot of different things when we compare our metric units to place value. We're able to compare the relative sizes of numbers, write them in unit form, and also we can plot them on a number line to compare which ones are larger or smaller than others. So at this point, you should be able to answer all the questions in the Lesson 4 problem set. But as always, if you get stuck, you can come back, rewatch any part of this video to give yourself a little bit of a refresher. So good luck with the problem set, and thanks for watching.